a bit well this time, but it's gonna be Tigreal. I'm just yapping.
Yeah, that was a great pick for the Valentina there, Rebellion. When they picked up the Valentina, it kind of erased whatever Bigetron Alpha was planning with the Tigreal. So
It's gonna be Rebellion Esports or Bigetron Alpha.
First place up against ninth. Heaven and Earth, the battle begins now. As we enter the land of Dawn. Super Luke on the Arlet, Cars on the Ruby. It does seem like this is going to be the Matt versus Eman battle. The battle of the ages.
See what happened earlier. No kills just yet. Only 1 minute elapsed, so we didn't really miss out on too many actions. Besides this high octane mage in the gold lane of Matt versus Eman. The stats doesn't matter, Rashi, as long as Matt is winning.
Well, but hang on a second. We said a Tigreal kind of walked out of the base of Rebellion. So what happened there? Already level 4 for both junglers. The Super Ken tries to go for the XP buff. Ryota tries to go for a punish. Has to be careful about this though, with all the crowd control tools available. Ambulance right in the home shows that tankiness is the name of the game. Firmness for Cars and for X-Win. And for the side of Bigetron, 3 tenacities even. Everyone knows they're going to get low enough in these fights that the slightest bit of HP difference can make or break those team fights.
2 Bigetron gold laners, right? X-BTR for Matt, both of them just flashing the emotes.
Yeah. Interestingly enough, Rashi, Swalo getting jumped on. I don't think that's gonna happen here, just a bit of HP chunked up. But Super Ken, X-Win is already in position. I don't think it's gonna do that much in this case.
Yeah. Whoa. Doesn't have the implosion either. Super Ken now gets the Spear of Alpha, gets the Retribution as well. X-Win gonna be able to knock him up. He looking for a play. Super Luke jumping in with a vengeance. Final smash the Sun now connecting into the Towers of Ben, forcing the Dominator to set that first blood over to Luke. And I'm not too sure about this Dominator's descent. That's a stun over. Luke going for the chase and now just recalls in the face of Swalo.
Just poetry in motion, man. Knowing that what your teammate can do, the combo final slash and also Tyrant's Revenge and Rage. It is just so beautiful. Chef. It looks like.
Live.
Oh yeah, I can dream, man. I can only dream.
Well, he's on a different team, Shevin, but that's respectable from you. Give him a shout out. But yeah, like you said, Shevin, like the way that fight played out, the final slash into the Tyrant's Rage, into Moreno, even landing the stun with the Dominator's Descent form. Bigetron just have a full idea on how they want these fights to play out, and Rebellion, unless they really do something unexpected and force Bigetron to react differently, it's gonna go south for them, man. They have to take risks, whether they like it or not. Yep. Something is better than just a consistent, slow burn towards the bottom for Rebellion.
Time bomb for Rebellion. They do have an insurance in the late game with Matt on the Purify, but overall, when you're playing with a Fanny, if you're not winning the early game, then when else are you gonna win it?
Well, now with the Tigreal from X-Win, we're looking forward to see his impact right here, but he's kind of been stuck on escort duty for Ryota. But now with 4 members gearing up to take this purple buff away from him, X-Win goes in.
Going for the implosion, gets canceled instantly. X-Win trying to go for a big play, but ends up getting munched on instead. Damage's 10 coming down as Ryota goes back and forth, finds the cables. Trying to go for the chase over again. Moreno will be able to escape. It ends up being 1 for 1. It's XP for Rome in favor of Rebellion.
XP for Rome? We can quite catch who got the purple buff. Matt and Mando taking it out. But look at the turtle. Super Ken immediately goes on it. The efficiency on this guy is definitely one of his strong suits. I don't think he got the purple buff in that engagement though. The Cars won't be able to see anything about that turtle take. Bigetron with a 1-kick gold difference early on. And Mad, second gold buff secured as Key goes in. Threatens X-Win to back off.
Knowing the exact damage that he can output with a Spear of Misery, man. Just the knockback 2 times, I believe. It's Setarashi. Meanwhile, though, look at that. Just playing with his limits, man. Just getting all the golds that's available. And Matt is just absolutely dominated so far. Half HP.
Iman's just having a good time now. Going to be able to shove in this wave. He's actually been soaking in some of the mid waves, too. Rotating earlier. Luke doing the same thing.
And some of the items right here. Thunderbolt completed for Luke already. Definitely a huge problem. Ooh. Matt, though, also has one of his own. Whereas the Heptaseas from the Fanny. Whoa!
Great final slash. The Purify coming down. Matt able to use the Lycan for the dash out. Cars going to be caught now. Moreno just going through that HP bar like it's nothing.
It's
feels like Bigetron Alpha is pulling the trigger left and right, and Rebellion Esports just forced to respond on every occasion. And they have a Fanny. You should be able to make something, at least in an early game.
Seeing it earlier, again, Supercan with the creative usage of that Spear of Alpha, using it to kind of drag a lot of the buffs away. Also using it, by the way, to earlier guarantee that X-Wing will be able to stop him in the midst of a turtle take. Now Swalo has a Dominus Descent, but there's nowhere for him to actually use it on. 3k gold difference for Bigetron. And Rebellion are just taking the passive approach. They're just taking a lot of damage, getting poked down, and they're waiting for Super Luke or Key to make the move.
At this point, Eman, I think if he were to 1v1 Ryota as well, might be resulting towards Eman's victory, as he had that Demon Hunter sword earlier, so the damage is still there, or already there, for this guy. The Turtle Swan. Now, can Rebellion Esports can make something happen?
Here you go. Seal. Eman reads it out, doesn't even use the Purify. X-Win and Matt off position. The turtle will just be taken for free. There's no purple buff on the hands of Ryota. Even with the purple buff, it's difficult enough to try to contest an alpha. Now, no purple buff. Turtle taken for free, and I don't know if he can even go for the green camp. Look at Super Ken just screening the Fanny.
Standing there menacingly, he knows that he has the advantage right here, and the whole team is ready to back him up, making a play for the mid turret. Rebellion just back away immediately. And look at the jungle of Bigetron, untouched. They know that when they do have an advantage, they need to go in to the jungle and shut down this Fanny completely. Ryota level 10, already out-leveled by Super Ken on this alpha.
It really seems like Bigetron Alpha is just taking Rebellion's lunch money, and there's no response at all. Like, everything that they want, they get it. So far, the total, the turrets, even the kills, even Ryota is running away from the presence of Eman.
Ooh, Luke is all alone. Right now going for a good implosion by X-Win. Down to Senti in the back, getting a Tyrant Revenge. Cars gonna be Costello able to escape with the donut. Won't be this ton, and the final splash takes X-Win back.
Arashi, there was initially a 2v5 with a Roamer and an EXP Arlet that doesn't have that much damage. And they're just running away from it.
It's Rebellion lacking in damage. They had Luke in a good position. They can try to capitalize, but even if they did jump on him, they don't have enough damage to actually secure him. It's only going to buy some time for Bigetron to actually come in and go for, once again, a winning fight. And look at the positioning here in the bushes. Super Luke and Key on the conceal, exposed by Sway Low, but the turret will fall.
No response. Two second tier turret is already down in the first 9 minutes. A good sign for Bigetron Alpha. On the other side though, Ryota just trying to make things happen, man. Just play the long lane. Meanwhile, Bigetron Alpha might be eyeing for it. And
final slash. Luke counters Revenge, forcing it Purify. The Diamond just sent just chunking their HP bars again. Moreno is under the base turret, zoning them away. A spear into the base. Luckily, Swalo was able to get a bit more healing from the fountain. That would have actually killed him. 6k gold lead, 8 minutes of free Lord coming up.
Well, what's gonna be the adjustment at this point, Arashi? Because I don't even think they are, making an effort for an adjustment.
They can't even go for the purple. They can't.
They have no control. No one can stay in the front in a safe position. If X-Win does it, he gets taken out. Cars, at this point, too squishy as well. No one can stand in the front because they're still concerned about the dive potential. So it's a front to back essentially for Bigetron. And to make things worse, before the fight begins, the poke damage coming in from Moreno is just insane at this point. Already standing on a Divine Glaive along with the Glowing Wand. He's cutting down on regeneration. And Luke, at this point, also has the Dominus Ice. So he is tanky as heck.
Oh, Cars trying to go for it, gets stunned up and then thrown back. Tyrant's Revenge. He finds one. That's a good final slash through, turning it over. But Moreno again, just dealing so much damage, zapping them back and forth. Super Ken gets a Spear of Alpha, slices them to bits. Ryota going back and forth, trying to save the game for Rebellion. 10 minutes and 3 seconds. The Titans, they didn't just stomp through, they tore down Rebellion to pieces.
If that is not outclassed, capped, I don't know what is. It is just quite probably the most one-sided game so far in this season. What just happened?